Here we go. The Ultima Weapon. And I have a weapon called the Ultima Weapon that I'm just not really strong enough to put to use yet. Would be very nice to be floating right now, but that's fine. Okay, so we're going to, before we do anything, cycle it to Realm's turn. She's going to summon Zona Seeker. That'll put Shell on everybody. So you need to drill. What do we have that we can throw? That we're not going to use anymore. We got an extra Rune Blade. We got all kinds of stuff, actually, that we can throw. Let's start down here. Let's throw these. Let's have her trance, put her into her Super Saiyan mode. And I think all she's going to be good for now is healing. I don't think we can do a lot of damage to this guy with her spells. We'll give it a try real quick. Flare's probably going to kill Terra here. We'll see how this shell does for us. Oh, nice. Okay, so. There you go, Edgar. Fire is not bad. You can throw pretty much all this stuff, Shadow. I don't need any of this, really. Oh, that 4,700 damage because she's got the earrings, and I think it's straight double damage from being morphed. We'll just have Edgar every round heal. That's going to be his lot in life. Throw all these extra weapons we don't need. Here's Flare. I want to target this Cura spell at whoever Flare hits. It's going to hit Realm. We're going to heal Realm there. This is why it was pretty important to get Zona Seeker from the auction house. What I'd like to do is kill him before he starts spamming his Quake spell, because we're not floating and I'm very nervous. We got him. Beautiful. So if we had gone the route of just bottoming out his MP, we would have been here for a much, much longer span of time. We do have a bunch of poison we have to take care of, though. Alright, Realm, I think you're... I mean, Zona Seeker's still your best Esper because of the magic +2, but let's get some healing on you. You're still working on Vanish and Berserk. You are working on... Look how close he is to float. Oh, Kate Sith is magic +1. That's why I couldn't find my magic +1 Esper a minute ago. Oh, the poison went away. Okay, so we're not poisoned. Shadow takes off. That's fine. No problem. Shadow... The thing about Shadow is... Even Shadow has kind of some depth to his character, because he starts out the game just like a mercenary. Just like Edgar's like, hey, don't worry about this guy. He's an assassin, you know. And he doesn't have any emotion. He's only in it for the money. He shows Sabin the route to Nourish because he sees personal profit in it. Along the way, they collect treasure or whatever. Later on, you can hire him to go to Zozo with you. The Empire hires him to go to Crescent Island with you, and he has this talk with Terra that we saw on the boat to Thamasa, where he tells Terra, because Terra's struggling with her emotions, and Shadow tells her, hey, there are lots of people in the world who have just killed their emotions. And there's a couple ways to read that line. Like, one interpretation is he's telling it to her as a solution. Don't struggle with these issues. Do what I did. Kill your emotions. It's easier. You don't have to worry about like being ridden with guilt or obligation or connections to other people. Just live life cut off from all of that. But to me, it always read as like a more melancholy thing, like he's warning her, like, I'm the wrong way to go about this. Killing off your emotions is the easy way, but then you live like me, a man with no identity, with no connections. Celestia stabbed Kefka. That's pretty rad. But then we get to this scene, and Shadow starts exhibiting emotions. First, you find him on the floating continent, and he's cursing the Empire for betraying him and leaving him for dead. Then you fight through the floating continent with him, and you get to the end, and he says he doesn't deserve to fight alongside you, because he notices in you, in your party, in the returners, something that he has lost in himself, something that he has killed in himself. And so this is coming up on like the end of Shadow's character arc. Kefka's going to use the Warring Triad to kill Celeste. But all magic is neutralized in the triangle of the statues. And that's the first... I really like Gestahl's line here, where he says, Kefka, don't move the statues. We don't want to destroy the world. We're trying to rule it. Because so many JRPG villains over the years are just trying to destroy the world. I want to destroy the world. If you remember Exdeath in Final Fantasy V, he is the worst villain in the series. By a large margin. It's not even close. No other villain in the series is that stupid. The series has several final villains who want to destroy the world. Kefka is one of them. Spoiler warning, Kefka is the final boss. But Kefka is clinically actually insane. And then you've got other characters like the Cloud of Darkness from Final Fantasy III. She's a force of nature. Her entire purpose is to... She's an imbalance between light and darkness, and that imbalance threatens to destroy the world. She's not a character with, like, motivations. Same thing with Necron in Final Fantasy IX. He's like a cosmic force of death, whose only purpose is to destroy, and he's accidentally unleashed because of the main villain Kuja's actions throughout the game. Exdeath is a character. He has drive. He has motivations. He wants things, but the thing that he wants is to destroy the world and himself by merging it all and getting it sucked into the void, and that's really, really dumb. Contrast with Gestahl, who wants to rule the world. He wants all of this magic for himself. He wants to control all the cities and nations and kingdoms. He wants to be the flashpoint of all this magical energy. He taught himself Flare and Meteor and Faraga, and now he's trying to stop Kefka from breaking everything he's built. Gestahl is a bad guy. Don't get me wrong. He's a villain. He is evil. But what he wants is to rule the world. He wants to control everything, and he's using the magic to do that. Kefka, his brain is broken. He wants to destroy the world because it's fun. And that's what we're seeing in this scene here, is Kefka rising above Gestahl as the primary antagonist of the game. And right there at the end, it's like Gestahl has a moment of clarity of, Kefka is my fault. He would not be standing here if not for me. If I had listened to Celeste and Leo and Sid, if I had not gone through if I had not manipulated Terra into opening the sealed gate for me, if I had not signed off on the destruction of Doma and Thamasa. So chapter 2 in the destruction of the world. And the end of Shadow's character arc. So Shadow's still in the area, and he's gonna dabble a little bit in acts of heroism by trying to undo what Kefka has done, neutralizing Kefka just long enough for the party to get away back to the airship. What Esper do I want to give to Celeste? Oh, you know what? I'd like to give her Bismarck, but I don't think that's going to work. Let's give her HP plus 10. For now. Let's see if she can gain a level or two on the way out. I suppose. I don't know what spells she has already. We haven't really been focusing on spells for her. We'll take a look. I think we got just enough time to take a quick look. So she's got some cure. She had Rama. Okay, so let's go ahead and give her... Where is HP plus 10? Who's got it? There you go. Oh, you know what? Having Death on her will be good anyway. Death is just a good thing for her to have, considering how much time she's going to spend in my party in the second half of the game. And we should just be able to fight our way out of here. Oh, they absorb ice. I forgot about that. Maybe I didn't ever know that. No problem. Oh, she doesn't have Thundara, she only has Thunder. How does Fire do against them? I've still got one Flame Tongue left. But they retaliate with Silence. Okay, fair enough. Then what we're going to do is give her... We still have a Rune Blade. That's what we'll do. Okay, so we're going to give her the Ultima Weapon, and we'll give her a Rune Blade. And let her just go ham. We'll see if she's good enough now for the Ultima Weapon to do some work. More naughties. We're gonna get Realm up in this mix here. So how does the Ultima Weapon do right now? If she even gets a chance. Still probably not good enough to equip. Hey, Edgar learned Float. What's next for Edgar? I don't know, maybe that stuff, that's fine. Whatever's on Carbuncle is fine. There's only one treasure in this area, and we're about to come up on it, I think. But you can't walk to it directly, otherwise the game blocks you. You gotta go around the long way. Can we chainsaw these guys, maybe? No. Gotta stick to drill. So I guess Silence just doesn't persist after battle. Yeah, we gotta go down this way. Oh no. No, I got that wrong. Never mind. We might be in trouble as far as the timer's concerned if I keep going the wrong way. I think we'll be fine. I think we will be fine. What I should do, actually, is Earring, Hermes Sandals. That might ensure that she acts first, and then that Earring might let her Fire do just enough damage to take out these naughties. Let's find out. In the original Woolsey translation, I know that this is pronounced naughty because that's how it was spelled in that translation. Nope, not quite. 23 hundo is just not enough. It's okay, though. Alright, so there's an elixir now. We want to... Let's give it to you. Got a Reflect Ring. I do. I got two of them, actually. Celeste. Pretty sure this boss is weak to ice. If not, well, I just wasted a bunch of time. But it does have built-in reflects, which means we can't throw magic at it directly. We have to use somebody else who has reflect to bounce it at her. And if this thing's not weak to ice, I've just wasted pretty much all of the remaining time I have on the floating continent, and we have to replay the whole thing. Not the whole thing, just the end, I guess. Hey, nice. And that's it. Now, we have a choice to make. The airship's below, but we want to wait, because Shadow's still over there. What do? Gotta wait for Shadow. And you literally have to wait. If you jump to the airship at this point, Shadow is killed on the floating continent, and you do not get to recruit him in the second half of the game. Obviously, that's not a good outcome for us. Because, for one, Shadow's a cool guy, and he doesn't afraid of anything. And he's got some unique weapons that he can use. He's a good party member. He's got Interceptor. He can throw stuff. But also, he just kind of saved all of our lives a little bit. So, and some of you were expecting, oh, he'll just speed it up. He'll just go ahead and he'll speed it up like he did on the Veldt and at the auction house. Nope. We're going to sit here for the full minute. Because you have to do this every time you play the game. And I want you people to get the full experience of waiting for Shadow. I think in order for this to work, you have to decline jumping on the airship once when your options are jump and wait, and then decline again and your actual option reads gotta wait for Shadow. And if you don't do that, Shadow dies anyway. But then you have to sit here and wait until the timer is down like below 10 seconds or so. Which actually, all those little equipment and ice spell stanks that we had going through worked to our advantage because our waiting time here was cut down pretty considerably. And here's Shadow. He finally made it. And he's still trying to put on a strong front. Airship's the other way, guys. What are you doing? It's over. Never mind. So, yeah, the world's getting destroyed. Lots of JRPG villains want to destroy the world. Kefka's the first one, as far as I know, that actually manages it. And this time, the effects of this power is not just localized to one continent. Imperials and returners alike. Oh man, that guy just got squished. Ugh. Why is that child unsupervised alone on a mountain? And in the end, even our airship is not safe. I assume those are supposed to be nuclear explosions going off, and the whole world is just wrecked. Ruined, you might say. Shoutouts to Tyr McDole for sponsoring this video, and to everybody who helps make my channel possible by supporting me on Patreon.